Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, welcome to Fairfield Today. I'm Paul Jasson, your host. We are beginning our show downtown in Lancaster, and as we tape, it's a little bit overcast today, but fingers crossed, not raining yet. We're pulling for that. We've had our share of rainy days, and perhaps this will just be another one in those long extent of rainy days we have, but we're pulling for a good one today. Got some artsy things we like to talk about on today's show. We're going to have this, and second half we'll have Deb Connell on talk about Lancaster Festival, so it's really a whole show about the arts, and we're excited to do that. But we're going to begin by talking about a special segment of the festival, and that's OUL for several years now has been involved in doing a play that kind of kicks things off for the Lancaster Festival and gets things going, and that's the case now. This is going to be July 27th is the date that'll be involved for the festival. Got a couple of the young fellows here that are on the show. They've got big parts in that. We want to introduce them. On my far right is Brenton Leuvoy. Brenton, welcome.
Thank you.
Back again?
Yep.
You find out you like doing this, and you keep doing it, huh?
Yeah, I just can't stop.
Okay, well that's good. Nick Foster is with me here. You've been on before too, I believe.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, these guys are all involved in the OUL scene out there and doing plays, and this is White Christmas. Have y'all ever been in a production of White Christmas before? Obviously not here, but anything like that? No?
Nope.
First,
almost once.
Yeah.
Almost once.
It never went up.
And this is not only musical.
Yes.
You got things going on there. How many songs do you sing? You yourself.
Me, myself. I don't have any solo songs. It's mostly this guy.
Is that right?
I mostly do the dancing.
You're the dancing man.
Oh, yes.
You got that going on, and your songs, you got a few.
Yeah, between solo numbers and duets, I've probably got about at least half a dozen.
Wow. Be a White Christmas then for you, won't it? So the actual the dates are kind of they're big. They're July 18th through August 3rd. Now that's just the dates that it will be on out at OU that Victor puts it on in the theater out there. But then the Lancaster Festival show is a special one, July 27th. That's a Sunday, and we'll talk about the difference on those two things. But again, got Brenton and Nick here to talk about that. How's it been with this one? We're still got some time yet. You think you're going to make it?
Yeah, I mean, I know I am the dancing man, but I don't dance a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot of uncharted territory for me.
Really?
But I think I've been doing a good job. I think
we're gonna have Victor on later, so we'll see what he says.
To learn the whole truth.
He's the master. How about you? Has it been a fun show?
Oh yeah, things have been going really smoothly so far. So especially with all of the big group numbers and all of that, people seem to be showing up and ready to work. So it's been good.
Let's talk a little bit. I think most of us are familiar with the White Christmas. It's one of the more probably well-known things we've got going on here. How many people are in the cast total with everybody? Would you know?
I think we've probably got a cast of about 25 to 30 people.
Wow.
Total, I think.
A lot going on. A lot of dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You dance with other folks, or you just kind of dance?
Yeah, we dance a lot together, and then I dance a lot with Judy, and dance a lot with the ensemble. Yeah.
So, Nick, let's just ask you this now. Again, we've had you on before, and maybe it's been probably with the festival shows
Yes.
that are here in the summer that are put on specifically for the one time for the festival. You've been doing this several years now?
Beauty and the Beast last year was the first show I did with
Okay.
OUL. I've been acting since I was 5.
Couple years.
Yeah.
Local boy?
Yeah, and I study at OU
Okay.
in acting.
Okay.
So this is what I want to do with the rest of my life.
So
Yeah.
Professor Jones is a big part of what you do.
Yeah.
He's very good, very good. Brenton, how about you? I know we've had you on before, so obviously you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, this is a little bit of kind of a homecoming for me with this show. I actually was involved with OUL for about 7 years, starting when I was 15. The first show I was in was the festival performance of The Producers.
Sure.
And so I was with the program for about 7 years, and then it's been about 7 years since I last did a show there. So this is a little bit of a returning for me.
Well, I think Nick told us that this is something that's kind of grabbed onto him. He's got the bug. He enjoys doing this. Is that kind of the same for you? Is this what you enjoy doing?
Oh yeah, for sure. And even in my little hiatus there, I was still doing theater with some other companies around the area. So I never really stopped doing that. So I've just been kind of around doing it.
Is that really what it is? Is then when you're not doing this, you're looking around, maybe all around Ohio, but certainly around Central Ohio, and because there's Millersport, there's all kind of little theaters going on over. You kind of look for them sometimes if they need people.
Yeah. It's all just looking for the next gig.
The next gig
kind of works out with people, like if there's a certain show that they want to do that like a different theater's doing, like specifically like, oh, I really want to be in that show. I know for me, I was also kind of going around and trying to fill out some different roles. I was doing some directing with some other theaters and stuff like that. So it was just for
musicals. The thing you enjoy the most, because you do a lot of singing.
Yeah, musicals are kind of the main thing that I do.
All right. How about you? Just the plays too, or musicals?
I mostly do musicals. Yeah, I mostly do musicals.
So this has been right up your alley here, what things you've got going on here.
Yeah.
All right. Nick Foster and Brenton Leuvoy, they'll be in the July 27th festival production of White Christmas. It's a fabulous show. We'll talk more about it. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to be back with Victor, and we'll talk about the kind of things from his side of it. Boys, thank you. Best of luck on this. We look forward to it. You've got 6 or 7 shows to do, so take care of yourselves, hydrate, and stay healthy, okay?
Thank you so
much. Very
much.
good. We'll be back with Victor in just a moment.
If you've been thinking about getting a home loan, now is the time. Hi, this is Carrie James from Fairfield Federal. Our experienced lenders are here to help you make your vision a reality. For more than 125 years, we've been helping our community achieve homeownership. Fairfield Federal has convenient online application for your home loan, home equity loan, and home equity line of credit needs. Visit fairfieldfederal.com to get started. Fairfield Federal for checking, savings, and home loans. Data charges may apply, subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
The reason why I do what I do is I love helping people, and I really love to work on understanding and striving to improve the lives of the people in our community. Being in Fairfield County is having a network of people around you.
I am driven by my belief that every individual deserves an opportunity to achieve mental and emotional balance, and I'm very passionate about contributing to that process.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Welcome back. Always a pleasure to talk to Nick and Brenton. We've had them on before. I've got Victor Jones with us now to kind of continue this. And I must say that I always enjoy talking to those boys. And we have others on. Sometimes we have 3 and 4 different people. But what a joy it must be. It must make your job much easier to have people on like that. That really, in my world, look like they care about what they do.
They're very passionate about it. In fact, we were having a run through just the other day, and I was just sitting back, not taking notes, not doing anything, just simply enjoying watching the performances and hearing these beloved classics sung by them. I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. You got the song Sisters, Snow. I mean, it goes on.
Snow.
Snow, snow, snow. And they're on the train, and the set is huge and spectacular. It's probably the biggest set I've ever built.
Really?
And it's all pieces we've never used before. So
wow.
That's wow.
Wow, that's big.
It is. It's a lot of work outside of the rehearsal process.
Yeah.
Pretty cool things going on then. But I was just admiring them up there and forgetting that they were students and simply being in the moment, entertained, and they're so good. They have big shoes to fill. Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney,
Vera Ellen,
and it just goes on and on and on.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No.
Now I will share, although White Christmas obviously the main song, but my favorite White Christmas is Holiday Inn.
Of course.
That is my favorite. I prefer that over White Christmas.
Most people don't know that, the song premiered on the Bing Crosby show. I think it was called Craft Hour. Irving Berlin got him, and then it was first in Holiday Inn, won an Academy Award, and then it was added again to...
But it's a terrific movie. And again,
wow.
the four people you talk about, and just the whole thing with the military and the old general coming back, it's just... and Danny Kaye is just Danny Kaye.
And he was just off of Singing in the Rain, which was a big hit.
Is that right?
And he joined the show at the very last minute. I forget who was
somebody, but he came in.
He came in at the very last minute.
You can't imagine anybody else doing it
No,
now.
and he asked for $200,000 plus back end. And wow, they didn't expect to make that money, but it was the highest grossing film of 1954.
Well, we're fortunate to have it here. So each year now, I think you outdo yourself every year in terms of the festival, putting on an event. And your event for the festival, what, July 27th?
July
is the
27th.
That's the one time, actually, a festival event.
Yes, we have
for the
two
festival.
shows.
Right.
And what's a little different this year is it starts at 1 o'clock instead of 2,
Okay.
the first one. The second
Okay.
show's in the evening at 6, so people get home sooner.
And online,
Tickets,
preferable way.
The only way you can buy tickets
Okay.
is online.
Okay.
$20. Go to our website. You can buy them there. You can also go to the festival website and purchase them there online. We will accept. You can purchase at the door, but it's only cash sales at the door.
Sure. And depending on what the seating is. That's,
Depending on
that's
what the
always
seating is.
You want 4 together, we'll think about that.
And Christmas in July, Hallmark's been doing this for years. We thought we'd jump on the bandwagon, have our Christmas in July celebration.
It's exciting. And again, to think about a whole new set, pieces nobody's ever seen before.
No one's ever seen before.
And that's why I'm glad then that, what are you doing, a total of 6 times?
6 times.
6 times, and you're going to get your use out of this set, I'll say
Yes.
that. And do you do most of the songs that were in the movie?
It's
Would
every
you say?
song.
Every song.
Every single song that's in the movie. The big dance numbers, you got Blue Skies, I Love a Piano, all that. And then when they put the show on the end, at the end in the inn for the general.
Sure.
So heartwarming.
Yeah. A lot of Christmas trees.
Yes, I do have more Christmas trees than I should at the very end when they all come out to sing, the curtain call. Yes, there's a lot of Christmas trees and a lot of over the top because it needs to be that way.
Sure. It has to be over
has
the
to be
top.
that
White
way.
Christmas is over the top.
Yes, and it's not just in July, it's a feeling of all year long.
So the actual show dates go from July 18th
Yes.
to August the 3rd, and these are shows, again, you can get all the information on the OUL website. They got all up there. You got to get them online, get everything off there, get it all done. So you walk in, bango, you just walk in
Yes.
the door. That's excellent.
And we have 4 matinees for this show. Four. There's
how
only
great is
2
that?
evening performances.
Well, matinees are just so
I
good to
know.
have kids there. And,
So, perfect family show to bring or
Oh,
introduce
yeah.
a young person to theater.
and I think I asked Brenton, 25, 30 people in the cast?
25 in the cast.
Okay.
And 10 on about 10 on the creative team, and then the orchestra is 20, so it adds up. It's about 50, 60 people
It's a
total.
pretty good size event.
It
then,
is.
Huh?
It is. Great musicians. All
And
local.
it needs to be.
Yes, it
It
is.
needs to be because you need to do this right.
And yes, when the overture kicks off, you're just like, yes, I remember this so well.
It's amazing. So it's White Christmas. The festival event, it's always a pleasure to have that because that gets all the publicity from
It is.
from the Lancaster Festival. What, that July 27th?
July
Is
27th.
that, no, that's an evening, I assume.
It's 1 o'clock
Oh, it's
and
a 1
6
o'clock.
o'clock.
Oh, 2 of them.
And we
Okay.
do have a lot of special events tied into it. We're going to have some of the shows. We have an ugly sweater Christmas contest, that sort of thing. Best baked goods contest.
Ooh.
So there's all sorts of things at each show.
That's on the festival events, July.
Yes.
Okay.
And then during the other shows, we have special events tied into that too.
You're really doing it up right.
We are, and we'll bring those ugly sweaters up front at intermission and let people vote on them.
Victor Jones, Ohio University Lancaster. This has got to be a pretty good achievement for you. I think you feel pretty good about this one.
It's very joyous. I mean, once they start singing Happy Holiday, I'm not supposed to sing the songs.
We don't want to be fined.
Don't want to be
I
fined.
get
You
it.
know, when they started, World War II and they sing those songs right at the beginning, you're going to remember instantly what the show's about.
Well, it's Christmas in July and August.
Yes.
Here in Lancaster at Ohio University, Lancaster. Everything, well, along with the festival, they've got the own dates are there, August 27th for that. Gosh, it's just going to be such a fabulous event. We'll be downtown live, so maybe we'll see when that's on. But if we can get you back on, we'll chat about it again. We're always enjoying it. OUL Lancaster Festival. That's a wonderful marriage right there. It's worked out so well. Very good. Victor Jones with us from Ohio University, Lancaster. Speaking of the Lancaster Festival, we'll be back in a moment to chat about that.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. It's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, you've touched my life this way. You took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that. And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
Fairfield Medical Center is more than a hospital. We're a health system that's been putting people first for more than a century. From the youngest patients to the eldest, our compassionate team of caregivers are here to support you through every season of life. We are healers, cheerleaders, patient advocates, and champions. Your health is our greatest accomplishment, and we are proud to serve you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
The Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities is proud to support the Lancaster Festival as it celebrates the creativity, talent, and spirit of our community. This month, there are countless opportunities to join in the fun and connect with your neighbors and friends at events across Fairfield County. Be sure to visit Fairfield ED Social Enterprises during the festival, Art and Clay on Main, and Square 7 Coffee House in downtown Lancaster, where you can unleash your own creativity and enjoy a refreshing beverage. We look forward to seeing you at the festival and to celebrating our community together.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today, and again, we sure want to thank Victor Jones for just stopping in. It's always such a joy to have him on. He's such a bit of light to bring into the show. We always love it. He adds a lot to any show that we have him on, and talking about, especially about this with the OUL being tied in to the Lancaster Festival was something that it's the way it worked out. And now we're going to talk about the Lancaster Festival. Deb Connell's with us. Welcome.
Great to see you.
You got to hear Victor. Man,
Yes.
He's a joy.
He is.
He is a joy.
He
We
is.
are so fortunate now for 41 years to have the Lancaster Festival here. But I don't know how long we've been doing that with OU. I don't know if it's been a decade. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a few years.
It's been quite some time.
And of course, it's an overall
yes.
tie-in with Ohio University, and that's been for 41 years. But this play thing, and now with White Christmas, I mean, Christmas in July.
Yeah, it gives the festival a chance to present, drama and acting, as well as all the other art forms that we present across the 10 days of the festival.
Well, it's all getting going here July 24th, so come on up here very quick through August 2nd. If it's Lancaster, then it's the Lancaster Festival. Opening night, and I'm going to get to go to that this year. I haven't been able to go to that for a few years, so I'm all excited to go up the hill here to the beautiful St. Mary's of the Assumption Church and see that, and see Mr. Devlin in action.
Yes, that will be his very first
How's that working out? Pretty good?
us. He's an amazing person. I think the community will really love him. He's very personable. Really likes to be involved in the communities that he works with. This concert especially, I think you will just be amazed. We have an amazing tenor.
The opening night?
Yeah, up at St. Mary.
Yeah.
We have an amazing tenor, Ben Gully, joining us for that performance. So I think people are going to be just absolutely amazed at what we're doing this year.
Well, that kind of kicks it off. Now we mentioned about John Devlin, who is the new guy here in terms of the artistic director. His connection is West Virginia, right? He has the symphony down there at the university.
He does. He's actually from New York City. So Broadway is in his vein. So
wow.
I think you'll see a lot of Broadway throughout
the festival. A lot of this
festival.
stuff is for him.
Yes, but he is also the director of the Wheeling Symphony in Wheeling, West Virginia, and has been for a few years now. He also, he guest conducts and he experiences different orchestras all over the country throughout the year. He's a very popular guy.
Has it made it a little easier in terms of him and the festival in terms of being not so distant?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure he stays here when he comes in. He's here for extended periods, but he can get here just on a heartbeat.
Yeah, if we need him here for something, he can be here in just a couple of hours, which is different for us. But the attitude that he has is being a member of the communities that he works with. So you will see John all over the place while he's here in during the festival.
Excited to meet him and see what's going on. So that begins July 24th up at St. Mary's Church. That'll be it. And that leads you up to the first Friday night or Saturday night big event. Gary, is it Levox?
Levox.
Gary Levox.
Yep.
It used to be, I think of him as Rascal Flatts. That's kind of how I remember him.
Yeah, and he is still the lead singer of Rascal Flatts.
Okay.
And they just got off a sold-out world tour with Rascal Flatts. So he's
excited to hear him. He is a big name.
He is a big name. He's going to be doing some of the Rascal Flatts hits as well as some of his own original music. And he's an Ohio boy. He grew up in Powell. He went to Olentangy High School. He graduated from Ohio State. So this is a homecoming for him.
He won't say Lancaster, I bet.
No, I bet he won't. No, he won't. Yeah.
Now, how will that work out with the orchestra? Has John had to do special things, or is there a good tie-in with him and the orchestra? Because that's always special.
We have an arranger-composer that we've brought on staff too. His name is Alex Burko, who has written 6, I believe, new arrangements for Gary Levox. He's very excited to play with the orchestra. The majority of the show will be with the orchestra.
Now, it's him and his band?
Yes.
His own people?
Yeah, him and his band. It'll be a great high-energy show. I don't know if you've ever seen him perform, but that man is all over the stage.
Is that right?
He is.
We love that.
He does not sit still. And again, he's so interactive with the crowd. So I think everybody will have a good time.
Deb Connell, director of the Lancaster Festival here. We got the moving on from Gary to Monday night. We'll just hit some of the big ones, but there's stuff every day. I mean, it's unbelievable the things we got going on. The Blues Hounds, Monday, July 28th. Harold Stewart, they're out at OU.
Yep, out at OU. Yep, we're gonna have a blues night. We've been doing kind of a Monday jazz night for the past few years. We switched it up just a little bit to add some blues this year.
Blues to it.
Yep.
One of the things I noticed, and maybe it's just new to me, haven't perhaps attended all the events of the last few years, but Tuesday night sounds like just a fabulous event, a night on Broadway with the Festival Orchestra. That sounds wonderful.
Yes, so it's just the Festival Orchestra along with 2 Broadway stars direct from New York City. We have Morgan James, who has been in several large Broadway productions, and we have Michael Maliakel, who was just the lead in Aladdin on Broadway. They are both joining us. It's going to be all love songs from Broadway, so West Side Story, and it's those Broadway classics that you love and pulls at your heartstrings at the same time.
So with John being kind of a New York boy, maybe this Broadway stuff, is that in his blood?
Yes, it is. He loves Broadway. You'll see some Broadway hits during some of the openings on both of the Saturday nights too. But he's got some great Broadway connections. We're tapped right into some Broadway artists. So I think over the years you'll see a lot of great Broadway performances with the festival.
And then we go to Wednesday night, and that's always such a fun night out at OU. They have the tribute bands coming in, and this one sounds like it's just going to be tremendous. Hairball.
Hairball. It's a terrible name. Great band. So I'm an 80s girl. I grew up listening to all of those hair bands. That's kind of my wheelhouse. But these guys are amazing because they bring 3 lead singers. they switch off constantly. So you might start with Kiss, and then all of a sudden you have Def Leppard or Guns N' Roses or AC/DC or Journey or Queen, or I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So think of all of the favorite hairband hard rock songs. They're going to be played that night.
Well, it's a bombastic celebration of arena rock. That
Yes.
says a lot.
Yes.
It's going to be big.
It is. It's going to
big
be
hair,
big.
big.
It's going to
big
be
music.
big. Yes. Yep.
Hairball, that's on Wednesday night. And then, again, there's folders out there, stuff on the Lancaster Festival website. You can see they got stuff every day, every night, the cafe concerts, everything's going on. But then Colby Calais.
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 Colby Calais, yep.
And Dawes.
And Dawes,
That's
yep.
the closing night on
First
August
time
the
we've
2nd.
ever had two headliners. They're both playing with the orchestra.
Do they normally together
They
or
don't.
no?
No, we put them together. Dawes kind of speaks to a younger, more indie rock crowd.
Couple guys.
Colby Calais, you know, she's a little crossover between country, between pop. The two of them together are going to be a great lineup. A little bit of something for everybody all in one night.
Imagine a lot of it, and again, the festival orchestra enters into this a good bit. You got
Yep.
some things all tied in with them because I always love that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what an amazing thing to have a 63-member professional orchestra be your backup band for a concert if you're a rock star.
And I'll give it some credit. Here we are 41 years later, and it didn't always start out in the early years. You know, we had other people come down. I think Columbus Symphony the first years,
Yep.
and we had things, and they changed it up, and somebody had the brilliant idea, well, let's just get our own orchestra in there. And then for men, it's just taken off.
It has.
But as Deb indicated here, and I'm sure from the time that started till now, there's people that have been there almost, if not all, every one of the concerts. But what a tribute I think it says for Gary in those early years when we had this, and now with John on that, to get these people coming back each and every year, just to be with, and it's always different. They get the music, they learn all the music, we understand that. But man, I just think our orchestra, they could stand up with anybody.
Oh, they are professional musicians, and they play with orchestras all over the world. If you look in the program, there's a page dedicated to the orchestra members, but there's also all of the other orchestras that are represented on that stage when they all come together. You know, everything from the Boston Pops to New York Philharmonic to orchestras all over the country and the world. So we're really proud to have them, and it is the thing that makes us really special.
Well, it's quite a run here. I mean, it seems like I'm sure it does for you. It seems like it gets here more quickly each year. I'm sure from the closing concert, all of a sudden it's here again. We got to start planning it. But
We are already planning 2026. So
why am I not shocked over
Yeah.
that? And then we look at some of the other events. I know we've got the chalk stuff going on here with Big Art Walk on Friday night. Man,
Art Walk is
what a
Friday
monster
night.
event that is.
Yeah, that's, you know, we kind of take over downtown.
Oh, you
for-
do.
for
Bands
one
everywhere,
night.
people
Yep.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's kind of the, you know, homecoming kickoff for everybody, and some people's very favorite event, and we couldn't do that without our partners at Destination Downtown Lancaster. You know, they put a lot of work into the organization of that. They organize all of the businesses, and we organize all of the art. So the entertainment is us. All of the business stuff is Destination Downtown, and it's a great event for everybody.
Festival Fair Day has turned out to be a nice event on that first Saturday. Well, I guess the first Saturday that we can say that. Yeah, the fairgrounds. Big time down there, huh?
Yeah, great day for families and children. All of the activities for kids are free all day long. Operator for a day. You can bring your kids out for free and let them drive a bulldozer.
We still got the music on Zane Square every noon down here.
Yep.
That's coming up.
Every day at 10 a.m. for kids, and every day at noon for your lunchtime enjoyment.
Just bring your lawn chair and
Yep.
kind of do it. One day is always the Lancaster Percussion. Is that Wednesday?
That's Wednesday.
Wednesday, always
Lancaster
Wednesday.
Percussion. Yep.
Get there early for that if
Yes.
you're going to get there early
Yeah.
for that. I don't even know if Deb could get a seat for that if she gets
That's
there late.
Yeah, I have to stand in the back for that one.
Community Orchestra, again, is that the Saturday
That's
morning?
the second Friday.
Oh, second Friday, okay. Judy's still heading that
Yep,
up?
Judy
Okay.
is still heading that up. We'll have the youth summer band and the community orchestra on Saturday morning. But the community orchestra that we do on Friday night is local musicians and students from all over. They join our professional musicians from the orchestra.
What a mentoring chance.
For that, yes. They get to sit side by side with the professionals.
Wow, wow. Major arts reminder still going on up at Decorative Arts Center, several days, 28th through the 1st.
Yep.
And again, you talked about the Destination Downtown, who was so integral in putting us on, but other places, you think of every place downtown that's involved, the Glass Museum, Decorative Arts Centers. We're just so fortunate to have so many places downtown that are really tied in to what your theme is each and every year, which is the arts.
Yep. Yep. I like to say that the festival kind of kicked off the arts renaissance for Lancaster.
I think so.
We've got great outdoor art, we've got museums, we've got lots of art opportunities that makes this community really, really special.
Well, I've heard there's a couple changes going on through the grapevine, just little things I've heard mentioned around. Made a few changes out at the grounds this year.
Yes, we did. We had some insurance issues over the past couple of years, and unfortunately the tradition of being able to bring in your own alcoholic beverages had to go by the wayside. And it's a tradition that we didn't want to change, but we didn't have a choice.
You can't do that anywhere.
Yeah,
so,
the insurance is just not willing to take on that kind of liability anymore, and we have to have insurance in order to put on the festival. So.
Well, it's still going to be a fabulous. Looking forward to the 2 Saturday nights out there. But again, the entire festival is just. We're so fortunate in this town to have this. Deb Connell with the festival there, your board and you guys, great job.
Thank you.
Getting all this going on. July 24th through August 2nd. Lancaster Festival, Gary LaVox and Rascal Flats will be the first Saturday, and then Colby, Calais, and Dawes on the closing Saturday, August 2nd. So best of luck. We'll just pull for some good weather, and other than that, we're ready to go.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the work you do.
Thank you.
Deb Connell with the Lancaster Festival. Thanks for joining us on Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.